Welcome to the Bluecast, where I, your host, True Blue, aka Alex, along with my co-host, Ian Canova, aka Terrence, talk with our cast of friends about whatever we want. Today we have RedJay.
Cough, cough.
Sorry.
Anyway,
I wasn't close to the mic. Can we start over? I'm sorry.
And we have Doble Dog, aka James.
Hi.
I'm not redoing this opening, I'm leaving that in.
Thanks.
Bruh.
I get that.
Anyway, in between last podcast and this one, Wiglet got announced. That's it.
Wiglet.
Wiglet.
You love Wiglet.
Anyway, we're a minute in, so let's just hop right into the topic because there's two people here who have nothing to say and two people here who have a lot to say. So without further ado, I believe we agreed I was gonna let RedJay take it away.
This podcast is about Persona, the Persona franchise.
All right, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna let you do the hosting. Grab a coffee.
So me and Double Dog, are big fans of the Persona series, and we watched / played through the big three games, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. And we do have quite a lot to say about that, so...
Best character, go.
Just, out of every one of the games?
Yes. Just whole franchise, favorite character, go.
Oh god.
Naoto Shirogane.
This is kind of difficult. Ryuji Sakamoto.
I know these people.
Ryuji is my second.
Okay, I'm glad no one here said Akechi.
I'm an absolute Naoto fan. I love Naoto.
Looking
so
cool,
much.
Joker.
Yeah, Alex is a proud Akechi auntie, unfortunately. So
Unlike me, who is pro Akechi, I love Akechi, and I refuse to hear any criticism on the matter.
For reference, my only experience with this franchise till the games are ported on Switch, because I do plan on playing Persona 5 Royal, regardless of how long that game takes. I do plan on getting it for Switch and playing it. I've only ever experienced the Persona 5 anime, and that is the extent of my knowledge of the entirety of this franchise. That and Morgana gets a helicopter form. That's it. There's your knowledge right there.
Also, a lot of
No.
me and Double Dog ranting.
yeah,
It's mostly
like a
you two
lot.
talking about how bad Akechi is.
That and the complete rollback of a lot of the story elements.
Or you foaming at the mouth because someone mentioned Naoto.
I love Naoto!
It's
Can you
very...
tell they love Naoto, guys?
I love Naoto. I love Naoto. I love Naoto. Ah! But anyway, we should probably start trying to get this on track. So I'm going to start by talking about some of the rollbacks from the Persona franchise. And Chase, I would love your input on some of these. Because I'm me and I'm a huge Persona 4 stan, I want to talk about some of the connotations from 2008 and whenever Golden came out, and the fact that it was very not good in terms of representation and inclusion.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I was like, wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, I know.
Every single Persona game is really bad with including people who have different sexualities. They are terrible at that. And it's kind of funny how bad they are.
It's like whenever you think they're starting to get better, they just completely drop the ball. Hard. Really hard.
Okay, so for reference, for people who don't know, we're talking about specifically from Persona 4 and their very blatant homophobia in
Oh my god, are you talking
terms
about that
of.
fucker who had the content?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Kanji?
I don't
No,
know. I
we're talking about
remember you two
content.
going off about that.
But we will get to the cut content. Believe me, because I have something to say about it. And I'm sure RedJay.
We're talking about Yosuke. Okay, but wait, we're talking about Kanji first. So Kanji in the game, I think he's about 15, which is weird because again, almost every single Persona character is a high schooler. Aha. But Kanji is like struggling with his sexuality, and throughout his entire thing, his show is a bathhouse. Bathhouses were really popular during the AIDS crisis. So that alone is very much not what should have been going there if we're talking about gay men.
Yeah.
That was not fun. And then afterwards, Kanji ended up facing his shadow, or like the repressed versions of himself, and accepted it. And everybody else was cool with it at first, and then every single time, specifically Yosuke Hanamura, every single time Kanji and him and more than likely the protagonist was in a room together, you would constantly bring him up and it's like, oh, I'm not gay, you're gay, I'm not gay.
It's annoying as shit. It was really annoying. God.
Not fun. Nope.
And this was in Persona 4, you said?
Yes. And that's also an example of the rollbacks. Atlas storytelling has this thing where it will set up a really great story point, and then later in the games completely mull over it. And I'll be talking later about that in terms of An's Akamaki. I feel like An is the perfect example of Atlas rollback storying. But Chase, would you like to tell us about the cut content in Persona 4?
Okay. So, if you guys don't know, Yusuke Hanamura has his first final social link, I believe. So the ending product of what we got was not what we were originally supposed to get. It was originally, if I can find it, I know I sent this to. Yes, it was originally supposed to be him essentially opening up to the protagonist, and I think in one of the lines confessing his feelings about oh, he does not want to be alone, and oh, I want you to stay with me, kind of obviously hinting oh, he has some sort of romantic feelings toward the protagonist. And
doesn't it in the cut content some part in the script literally says I like you?
Yes, he says don't go, I like you.
And he says, and I quote, I didn't know I had this heat inside. What?
It could not be any more obvious. Come on. And so instead of keeping that in, which would have improved his character, and yeah, you already know, because didn't you already bring up that every time just Kanji and Yosuke interact, just something about yeah. So you all know how much that would have improved his character if they had kept that in. It would have shown, oh my gosh, so,
internalized homophobia.
Yeah, this entire time, oh my god, Yosuke was internalized homophobia, and now he's moving past that, and he's coming to grips with himself, and that's who he is. Nope, no, we didn't get that. So
skill issue.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's Persona has this strange double standard. I'm skipping to Persona 5 in this one. In terms of Kamoshida, and I will also be talking about An soon, where he Kamoshida. Okay, so in terms of what I'm about to say, there is a very obvious difference, but still in concept, it shouldn't be a thing that's happening anyway. So Kamoshida sexually abuses his students and physically abuses his volleyball team. and they end up like taking him out for this. And I'm not sure what happened to Kamoshida after he got. Didn't he go to prison? I think he went to prison.
Yes.
But you're able to date a teacher, a female teacher in the game, who is like doing work, like sexual work for money to like help somebody. I don't remember. It's a real double standard.
Like, normally, it's just I don't like. I get what they were trying to do there, but like, why? Just it. No, honestly, no. I don't. I honestly don't get what they're trying to do there. Like, what was it supposed to be? Like funny, or like comedic, or cute? Like, I don't.
I
It's like
don't think it was supposed to be comedic because, like, in terms of her story, everything seems entirely serious. They literally sent a guy to prison for doing what, like, again, Kawakami never sexually or physically abused anybody, but the protagonist is like 16,
Yeah.
17. He's in that age range. I don't like it. I do not.
I don't really see a lot of people talking about it either, and it's like it just kind of irks me. I don't know. Like it always like it's like I feel like this is kind of weird too. Like I love Persona 5. Don't get me wrong. I love Persona in general, but like it's just the little bits like that just it does not sit right with me. Like at all.
Speaking of bits that don't speak right with me, I'm going to move on to another example of Atlas storytelling rollback in terms of On Takamaki.
Oh.
Everything with On happens in the first palace, so even if you didn't play far into the game, you probably know what she's about. She's this gorgeous student, and she's going to the high school. She's outcasted because she's like too pretty, and people don't want to get to know her. And after she was like done with all of that, she had a best friend named Shiho. On constantly like put up with the harassment in order to get her best friend a position, even though that friend was also being very harshly sexually abused to the point where she tried to kill herself. And On, realizing that she didn't have to put up with this anymore, teamed up with the like first three people who had their personas, that being the protagonist Morgana and Ryuji, to take him down. There was this big cutscene about how On was like, she didn't have to put up with this anymore. She was her own person. Her body was hers. And she almost killed Kamoshida for what he did and like everything that happened to her. So that kind of established On as this like badass character because of like what she did to stand up for herself. Then Atlas being Atlas and really liking to put teenage girls in very, very little clothing, continue to do that a lot and made On the center of a lot of sexual jokes and like plot lines. She had to like put herself on display for this like old man during Shido's palace. There was a lot going on with On. Her character and everything going on with her was so solid for the first palace, and then you're able to see how they just like, okay, now we're moving on to bigger things. It was really disappointing, honestly.
The bigger things in question being throwing away the previously established bits of her character that like went against what they're now doing with her.
Exactly.
I still stand that her like whole like outfit when she's in Mementos and all that. What the hell? What the hell?
According to the game, it's supposed to be their idea of a rebellious spirit, and On apparently really likes femme fatales, but whatever.
I don't know.
Bullshit.
I feel like
Sorry.
that's just that for me was like the whole like, okay, her whole story feels like her outfit would be something, you know, different, but whatever. And then the more you get into it, the more you're like, oh, they really don't give a shit after that first palace, huh?
No, they don't, and it sucks
Nope.
because they establish On as such like a well-built character, and you realize like if you look at all of the guys' outfits and all of the girls' outfits side by side, you see a trend. Bodysuits, little layering. Is come on. Like, not only is that weird, it's really bad design. Like, everything is like, meh, but really, really. I really love the designs for the Persona like outfits. A lot of them are really, really bad. Namely, like Dark Akechi's outfit. I can go on and on, which I hate that outfit. I hate it.
Oh
I
my
hate
god.
it.
Oh, I don't know what they thought they were doing there, but it no.
No. Like, the mask thing, sure, fine, whatever. That's fine. Do I like it? No, I don't. But does it make sense? Yeah, I guess. But they made him look like a prisoner. It was weird and really, really ugly.
It reminded me of like blueberry, like black licorice. I don't even know how to describe
You know,
it. I'm not a fan.
I see it. Now that you say that, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay. Moving on to the next thing. I want to talk about favorites in terms of Arcana, like social links. So I just want to kind of like rank characters. So Double Dog, who is your favorite of the Magician Arcana?
well, as much as I have problems with them, I gotta go with Yusuke, honestly. Kind of like a generic answer, I guess, but I don't know. Like, what can I say?
What the fuck is an Arcana?
Oh, I guess I do have to explain that.
Wait.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. All right. So,
Okay,
Alex,
sure. Go ahead.
because you're a JoJo fan, let me explain it like this.
Oh God.
You know the tarot cards that like they name like some of the stands after. You know, like the star platinum magician's red,
Yeah.
silver chariot. Yeah, it's that. Except that, yeah. So there you go.
Except they're people.
Since you're
Yes.
a JoJo fan, let me explain this.
For example, the protagonist is always the Fool Arcana.
Yep.
Oh my god, Iggy is the main character. Holy shit.
Anyway,
The reason that the main character is always the fool is because it's like the wild card, and that's like a big thing in the Persona
unlimited
series.
potential and like
Yeah,
starting
because it's
from,
like
nothing.
it's the beginning and the end. It's a blank slate and all that other fantasy bullshit. And also, in terms of the fool card, depending on I'm pretty sure you are able to advance it in certain things. PS3 being C's, like the group itself. PS4, Persona 4 would be the investigation team, and Persona 5 would be Igor. But that's just how you level it up. The full card is always represented by the protagonist. But my favorite magician, yeah, it's Yosuke.
Yeah, so yeah. Everyone loves Yosuke.
Honestly, I never really liked Junpei, and Murakumo's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
I might go off later about how much I really don't like Persona 3. But we're on the Arcana right now. Okay. Priestess Arcana.
Oh god, I don't even remember.
That would be Fuka, Yukiko, and Makoto. I feel like whoever they assign the Priestess Arcana to is supposed to be best girl. It's not, but that's what they're trying to do.
If that's the case, I'm gonna go Makoto, just because Fuka's on like. I guess she's supposed to be like soft spoken and kind of like shy, but like she's a bit boring.
Honestly,
and
Fuka is so boring. I don't remember anything about her. I know she was a bad cook. Was she a bad cook or was she a
That was
good
like-
cook?
That's like every girl character in Persona. It's just a bad cook. Or like a lot of them. I don't know why they ran with that. It was like
I think Fuka might have been a good cook. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm going with Queen Yukiko. Yukiko's funny.
Yeah,
it's like-
Yu-Gi-Oh! Was pretty good.
I like Yukiko because she's supposed to be this like elegant bitch, but she's kind of just unhinged all the time, and I love that.
I don't know. I just think Makoto's really down to earth. I know a lot of people just think she's kind of boring, but I don't know. There's like something about her that's like just you can kind of relate to.
I mean, it's valid. It's valid. We're gonna go with Empress next. That being Mitsuru, Margaret, and Haru. Queen Mitsuru.
Yeah.
Mitsuru, best girl. And again, I really don't like Persona 3. But the best thing to come out of Persona 3 is Mitsuru.
She's a really good character. I would give them that. Like, just everything about her, I really
I
like.
love Mitsuru. And that's saying something because I don't like redheads.
Damn. Okay.
I made this very clear. Emperor.
Emperor Kanji's Emperor, right?
Yes, and so is Yusuke, and I don't know how to say this guy's name, but he's like the student, the disciplinary committee from Persona 3, and he's really, really ugly.
What is his name?
I don't know, but because he's so forgettable, I'm just not even going to pick him, and we're going with Kanji. In case it's not clear, I have a very obvious bias to Persona 4. Very obvious. Okay.
Oh, his name's Hidetoshi? Hidetoshi Odagiri. Oh, this guy.
I don't know who he is, but he's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Kanji's fault.
going.
That's it.
Ooh, we're going with the father figure arcana, the Hierophant.
Oh.
That
what?
consists of the booksellers from Persona 3, Dojima and Sojiro.
Sojiro, easy. I don't even need to know the other characters. I already know who's the goat.
Dojima sweep. Sorry. Not really sorry, actually.
Dojima, my love.
Literally Dojima #1. Oh my god.
Alex, you need to watch me play Persona 4 because if you knew Dojima, you would love him. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
Actually, I kind of agree. Yeah, you would really like him, actually.
You would love Dojima.
Like, if you like Sujiro, you'd like Dojima.
He's such
Like
a Chad.
100%.
Okay. He is a Chad. I agree. But Dojima is also a Chad while being nicer. And being like an actual dad. And so he's like certified.
Sujiro's a dad, too.
He's an adoptive dad.
It's still dad.
I mean, yes, I agree. But Dojima actually has a child.
True.
Okay. Anyway, moving on, because I feel like I just said something bad there. We're going with the lovers. That would be Yukari, Rise, and An.
Ooh, on.
Yeah.
Like, you only know Persona 5!
So I could still put in my input.
Alex, I am telling you, you would love Rise! You would love Rise. I love Rise.
I totally am not
Alright.
looking at a list right now of the characters and what their arcanas are. Also, did you say
yeah,
Rise?
I gotta go on. Yeah.
Rise
How do you
Fujikawa.
spell that?
R-E... No,
Okay.
R-I-S-E.
Okay, well this website has
R-I-S-E.
it. This website has it spelled R-I-S-E.
Yeah, that's how it's spelled.
It is. I spelled it wrong. And
No,
my
so
God,
it's spelled
do I
Rise.
love her. Yes, it is spelled Rise,
It is spelled Rise.
but put an accent on it.
Ah, all right.
And my God, do I love Rise. I love Rise. My baby girl.
It's okay. I don't dislike her at all, but
I love her so very much.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta go with On for that one.
Okay, so it seems I am outnumbered. Rise will always have a special place in my heart, as much as I love On.
And yeah, sorry, Yukari. Like,
I don't like Yukari.
listen, I know. The answer defenders are gonna be down me. Like, the answer is actually good, but no, like, dude, like, we've already spoiled enough, right? Like, spoilers are fine, right?
Yeah, major spoilers.
I mean,
If you
to
came
be
in
fair,
here not knowing
Persona
what
3,
Persona was,
3 and 4 are
that was
pretty
on you.
old games.
So it's Persona 5, actually, kind of.
The OG,
Nah.
I would say if you spoil anything specifically from Persona 5 Royal, maybe, but even then, that game's a few years old at this point.
Yeah.
Essentially, spoiler alert: Persona 3, the answer. Essentially, I get what they were going for with Yukari's character, how she's like trying to like cope, essentially, with like, I don't know, like one of her closest friends like being dead, and now she can't move on from that. But
In some cases, it's even her lover.
like literally, I don't know, like she was out of character. I feel still.
Like, it's grieving. This is how she grieves. It's a girl.
So out of character, I feel like it was just unlike her, in my opinion, at least.
She was like angry at Aigis, who first off, I don't like Aigis either, but she didn't even have a say in the matter of the fact that she ended up getting dude's power. And Yukari got mad at her?
Like, yeah,
Girl.
for real. Like, what did she do? Like, that was not her choice.
I don't know. Anyway, we're moving on to the chariot that consists of Rio something, I'm not saying that. Chie Satonaka and Ryuji Sakamoto.
Okay, well, yeah, Ryuji, come on.
Ryuji.
Ryuji, woo.
Yippee!
Everybody loves Ryuji. Like, literally, everyone.
Good character.
Ryuji is the background for my PlayStation. That's how much I love him. And for the record, it would be Naoto, but Persona 4 isn't on PlayStation. So,
L. Sorry.
One of my favorites. We're going with Justice. That consists.
Ooh.
Are you sure we can skip that one? I already know what characters are in that one. We could skip Justice. I'm fine with that.
Then name them.
Well, I just know Goro Akechi is the smack dab on the list where it says Justice. So.
Yes, but you left out the wonderful and amazing Nanako Dojima. And,
That's how you say that?
You know, yeah.
I wasn't even giving it a shot. It had that on the thing. I was like,
And Ken. I don't like Ken.
Oh, okay, you get it.
I really don't like a lot of the characters from Persona 3.
I don't know. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't bad, period, I don't think.
He wasn't, but also the fact that he's a child.
Yeah, okay, I hate kids, sorry. They're kind of annoying. But yeah,
But obviously, I am going with Akechi. Love me some Akechi.
Honestly, I was gonna say Nanako, but not really.
How do you all sympathize for fucking Akechi, bro?
I don't get it.
I don't sympathize, but like,
he's
a bastard, and I love him.
He's a magnificent bastard.
Yes, exactly. Okay, moving on to the Hermit card. From Persona 3. In Persona 3, the Hermit card is the teacher, and she is also able to, like, I'm pretty sure she's also a romanceable option. Or at least she's kind of a romanceable option.
Which, bruh.
Terrence, you can make a Splatoon reference right now. Do it.
Woomy.
There we go.
Okay. And we have the Fox and Futaba. I feel like this one is obviously a no-brainer going to Futaba, considering that the Fox doesn't actually talk and just takes her money, and girl is literally just a teacher.
The amount of times that Fox has screwed me over. Anyway, the teacher. The only thing I really like about her is like I believe like she ends up being the person like you interact with in like the online game.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of funny. And I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Except she's like,
it was a funny concept.
except she's like also the teacher, which is kind of weird. So I gotta go with
Yeah.
Futaba. Yeah, but I did like
I
the
agree.
teacher, like the character though. She was kind of nice, but
I will say,
Okay.
Futaba in the anime was adorable. The whole
in general is adorable.
relationship between her and Joker so wholesome.
Looking cool, Joker.
She's just she is just a little girl, and I love her.
They're so wholesome. I love it. The little scenes.
Okay, we're moving on to. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're moving on to the fortune. That consists of Kisuke, something, Naoto Shirogane, and Chia. That one obviously has to go with Naoto Shirogane.
This website that just says fortune.
Naoto.
The only good character is Naoto. Don't bother. Like it literally says that.
Because it's right.
It is. It's true.
It's right. Okay, so for reference, Kisuke is just some guy. He's just a fucking guy. That's it. He's in the art club. That's the only thing he's got going for him. And I don't actually know how to say her name, so we're just gonna go with Chinya. I don't think that's how you say it because there's an H and not an N. But whatever. You have to pay like 100,000 yen just to be able to continue her social link. Girly, not worth it. Not worth it. Did I do it anyway because I wanted to like get her shit? Yes, but was her stuff fit? No, it wasn't. It was not. So Naoto, I have a very, very obvious bias to Naoto. Anyway, ahem. Moving on to the strength arcana. That would be.
Can I ask a random
Omaru?
question? As
Yes?
someone who's known you for a decent amount of time, why do you like Naoto so much? I don't think I've ever gotten like a straight answer out of you of why the hell Naoto is just like this god tier character in your mind.
Oh dear.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Bro, I thought you were gonna have like some big answer.
I don't. It's just when I was first watching, like honestly, the first time I watched Super Persona, I hated Naoto. I genuinely thought that she was stuck up and kind of a bitch. But the second time I watched it, I'm like a lot of the actions that this character made a lot of sense. I feel like I was able to personally relate to Naoto in a bit. And being non-binary, having to deal with gender issues, but the whole thing, I liked the way that Naoto's character was written so much, and also the fact that the protagonist like works with Naoto to be able to like become who she wants to be. I like that too.
For reference for the viewers, RedJay has a custom mousepad that is just this fucking character and can't give a response as to why Naoto. I'm sorry, I'm just confused at how you can make a full freaking edit for this character that you use every day on a mouse pad, but you don't have an answer for it. My brain doesn't comprehend.
I just do. There doesn't have to be a reason for it. I just love Naoto.
I'm just giving you a
I
hard
like
time for no
Naoto.
reason.
And Naoto is the only one that my heart has room for. Anyway, Strength Arcana, Komaru, Ko or Daisuke, and Caroline Justine. I feel like that one's hand down Koromaru, but state your piece, Double Dog.
I don't really care for any of these guys. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, well, obviously, I like Cormac because obviously dog, but I don't know. If I'm being
Dog, Double Dog.
I'm really only going with Cormac just because I guess I like him the most. But I mean, he's just the dog. No offense to any of the Cormac stands out there. I still love him, but like I don't know.
Komaru,
Not like Teddy Chase.
Huh?
Like
You not like Teddy.
Oh, we'll get to him. Don't worry.
in terms of like Caroline and Justine and also Margaret, I like the way that their social link was like leveled up. I technically never finished Margaret's Social Link ever, and I have like 3 playthroughs of Persona 4. I just don't like it. Okay, next we're going with the Hangman.
Bro, fuck Jay Guile. His stand was so stupid. Sorry, wrong franchise.
Shut up.
I just got
Shut up,
upset
shut up,
hearing
shut
that.
up, Shut up.
Okay,
Continue.
this is Persona podcast. If you want a JoJo podcast, make it.
We
This
already
is your
did one.
channel.
We already did
No,
one.
it's talking.
I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention this entire time. I've just been kind of nodding and shaking my head.
Yeah,
No one
I
can see
figured as
you.
much
Why are you
considering
nodding?
that
Why are you
you have to
nodding
open your
and
mouth.
shaking your head? No one can see you.
You don't understand. I'm pretending, alright?
Anyway, the members of the Hangman Arcana would be Maiko. In case you don't have it open, she's a child that the protagonist ends up befriending. Naoki Konishi, who's the brother of Saki Konishi, and Iwai. If you don't know who Iwai is, I am coming to find you in your sleep and smothering you.
Yeah, EY sweep, sorry. Yeah, I
Wait,
have no
who-
reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that the?
Yes, Alex?
is
Do I
that
need to
the-
smother you?
That's being clipped. No. I'm saying, is that the I'm trying to
He's
think
the
of-
weapons dealer.
all right. He showed up like in one scene in the anime.
Well, he is a very nice guy in the social link. As much as I like him, I think I'm actually gonna have to go with Naoki.
I could feel you wanting to say Naruto.
Naoki.
I could feel it. You were so ready to say Naruto, and then you stopped.
Alright.
Don't call me out.
Most of this is only because I'm really familiar with Persona 5, but I still gotta go with UI.
Totally fair. I just like the only reason I really like it and Naoki above EY is because I like the way his thing was written. It's a really pretty character design. So we're going with Temperance next. Oh God, how do I say this guy's name? Okay, I'm gonna try. Bebe.
Is this the exchange student?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
Bebe.
You
I just
people.
lost my place. Give me a minute. Eri,
I'm sure.
who is Eri is the when you get a job at the daycare. You know?
No, sorry. Nope, I don't remember. I do not.
And the Kawakami. Honestly, I'm going with Bebe.
I'm not familiar with either of these except Kawakami, if I'm being honest, and Bebe. And I don't want to pick Kawakami.
I like Bebe. Baby's thing was pretty funny. And again, I don't like a lot of the characters in Persona 3, so good on him.
Alright, I'll say Bebe,
Oh.
because Kawakami.
Ooh, this next one is gonna be fun. The Devil Arcana, President Tanaka. Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na-na-na. Sayako, she's the nurse that makes kind of weird jokes to the protagonist. I don't know if that was supposed to be weird, but I got uncomfortable.
Oh no, she was creepy.
So,
The nurse?
She was Persona
And-
4.
and the drunk paparazzi bitch who I don't like her.
I remember the drunk.
I know, I liked her, kinda. I liked her more than the nurse, but that's just because the nurse kind of creeped me out every time she spoke. Like, I
Oh my
just
god!
felt like,
So it wasn't just me.
like every time she talked, like it was intentional, right? Like that wasn't.
I'm sure it was. I want to give Atlas the benefit of the doubt, but they don't deserve it.
Also, her general facial expression of her portrait does. Nah, sorry. Ugh, God.
I'm actually gonna go with President Tanaka because I think he's funny. And I just realized I totally skipped over the Death Arcana, which is bad because I really like the Death Arcana. So Death Arcana, that'd be Pharaohs, Hisano, and Kawakami.
Honestly, if you caught me on like another day, I'd probably say Tawakami, but I might go with Pharaohs actually.
Me too. I actually really like Pharaohs.
It was, like,
I
really
think I've drawn Pharaohs multiple times.
Like that was like really, I don't know, just I like what they did with the
It's
camera
like I love how like creepy Pharaohs is and how cryptic he is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fellas, let's chat.
So,
So Chase, you
I've
want to talk
only
about Teddy?
played 10 hours.
Oh,
Teddy?
okay, Teddy.
Yeah. My favorite person from the
I don't know where
Star
to begin.
Arcana. Tell me, what are your thoughts on
Yes,
Teddy?
yes. Okay, like this. Teddy started like the trend of like the goofy like mascot characters in Persona. I guess you could kind of make the argument. No, you can't. I was gonna say you can make the argument that Koromaru started it, but no, he kind of just became one because Persona 3 didn't really have one. But no, Persona 4 started like the whole like mascot trend.
Didn't Persona 3 have the dog?
Well, yeah, I said that, but the thing about him is he's just a dog. And he
He's technically the mascot.
he became the mascot later on, I should say, because like beforehand he wasn't like thought of as that. He was just like a party member that was a dog. But for Teddy, like I think he was like designed that way.
He was designed with being like marketable in mind.
Yeah, Koromaru is that's just how he looks.
Are there
But
Teddy
anyway.
plushies?
Oh yes, you didn't think they were gonna market off him? Yeah. Anyway, Teddy. Okay. Let me start off with the things I don't like because I want to get into the positives afterwards.
So
I like
rant about him.
Yeah,
Do you
no,
have
so I said
positives on
it's,
Teddy?
Yeah, I do. That's why I
That,
said like
Dishonest
man, that is
man,
a
like,
shock because
24/7.
you always talk shit about Teddy.
Really? I
You
thought I
you
always
never once
diss
said
on
anything
him.
good about Teddy in my mind.
Well, I'm going to after this.
Shocker.
Because It's a.
What
I'm
did
gonna
you
throw
do
it
with
down.
our chase?
Shut up! I'm starting the bad stuff. Anyway,
This ain't our
First of
chase.
all,
This is an
he's-
alternate.
Shut up! He's annoying. Teddy's annoying. Oh my god! Like I don't know if they thought the little bear puns were like goofy or funny. They are. It was like funny. Like
Was he
there was like
unbearable?
one time. Yes, he was.
You think you're funny with that one, Alex? Huh? You think
There
you're
was
very funny with that one?
one joke.
That
I
was
think there was, like,
unbearable, Alex.
I remember like one joke in Golden. I think it was like during like the ski trip where like he says, "Oh, I might go into Kodiak arrest," and I like actually laughed at that because that was actually the only like funny bear joke he made. I remember that line so vividly because it was the only funny line he said. He was really really creepy. Or sort of like toward a lot of like girl characters, and he kind of like
Is he worse than Morgana though?
Morgana's really only a Simperon, which was like just kind of whatever. I could kind of cope with that. Teddy was like, I don't know, he was kind of a freak sometimes. Like I don't know. Like I wasn't like I get.
I
they were
will
trying to
hand
be,
it
like,
to
funny.
Morgana. At least I know what animal it's supposed to be just by getting a quick glance at it. You know.
Teddy's obviously a bear. Actually, no, you're right.
I don't know.
I
It
wouldn't.
away.
If you
Well, if you don't
told
know his
me,
name.
if you didn't tell me Teddy was a bear, I don't think I ever would have realized Teddy was supposed to be a bear.
I think ears kind of give it away, but no, not really.
His name, Teddy. It gives it away.
I think he means like if you
True.
don't know like his name and you just look like at a picture, then you wouldn't know. But what else? Actually, that's kind of it. I'm gonna be real because most of the stuff I know I ran about is him being annoying, which is true. RedJay would like you to unmute them. RedJay, I'm talking about Teddy real quick, just for a sec. About the things I do like. I do like his whole character about how he spoilers, I guess, whatever. He was originally a shadow who like formed human emotions in like consciousness, and wasn't like a monster. And I do like what they did there, and how like he wanted to like kind of like I don't know, like it was really cute. Like I liked that part of him, and I just think in general that like he's a nice character when he's not being kind of like weird. He's like a bubbly character,
Yeah.
and I can appreciate that. Like he can kind of like remain even when he's like obviously like sad and upset. Like he still manages to like lighten the mood. And I just think it's kind of funny, just like how like he just starts off as just like this like mascot bear creature, and because he wanted to be human so much, or he grew a human, like he grew a human body.
He literally
And
grew a body.
he grew a body that he has like no bones, no organs, anything. I don't even know how that works.
So his willpower was that strong. He created like a human body.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, Morgana's a
And
little bitch then because he couldn't even do that.
literally, like Teddy had a whole cutscene. It was like well animated. Like it showed him like
Yeah.
it was like gorgeous. And then
Morgana's a cat.
Midgana is a cat. Sorry,
Looking cool,
I was looking
Joker.
through.
And speaking
Yeah.
of Teddy, let's talk about the Star Arcana.
Okay.
So Teddy is a part of the Star Arcana, as well as Hifumi and Mamoru. Oh yeah, this guy was the one who was always running.
I know I just kind of talked shit about Teddy, but I also did have positives, so I'm going to say Teddy. This one.
Teddy sweep.
Teddy's sweet. Literally Teddy's sweet. As much as I want to like punch him sometimes.
Chase, what are your
Teddy's sweet.
positives now? I feel like you're gonna get sidetracked. I want to hear these positives and have them recorded.
I just said it. I just went on a whole rant about it.
You said he's sweet.
No? Yeah, I said he's like a bubbly character.
Oh,
I
that
like
was
him,
it?
like, I
There's
like-
nothing
I like
else?
character- Well, no.
I didn't know if you had anything more. That's why.
I mean, I kind of like his design, I guess.
Teddy's weird.
He's weird. I didn't.
I will say I don't really care for the voice.
I think they changed it in Golden, and they cut that voice because his original voice in the original Persona 4 I was not a fan. No offense to the VA.
I don't know which voice is the one I've heard before, but the one I've heard I didn't think it fit the design.
It was most likely.
I had
from Golden.
genuinely only watched Golden.
The voice you hear from him now is from Golden, and it's used in the anime and the Golden anime.
All right, that
everything
voice
else.
I don't like.
Yeah, like the original voice, I don't really like either. So you probably don't like that one either. They also changed Chie's voice actor, but that's getting off topic. Actually, not really. It's still Persona related, but
Anyway,
oh,
let's move on to the Moon Arcana.
all right. Oh, we skipped Tower.
Oh, right. Yes, I did. Sorry. Okay, Tower. Tower. Wait, I gotta get rid of that ad.
I don't remember a lot of these. Oh my god. Oh, I remember this kid.
This is a
Not-
very enthralling
not
podcast, I assure you.
The monk who likes to smoke and drink and is constantly at a nightclub. Shu Nakajima, the bitch that you have to tutor, and Shinya Oda. Nope. Yes, Shinya Oda.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say gamer kid. Sorry.
Gamer kid.
Gamer.
Get smoked.
Get smoked.
I'm not familiar with the kid you have to tutor. The other two, I kinda.
He is
not
so
kinda.
pretentious. It's like he does get character development over the course of the social link, but still very pretentious. And the other one is literally just a drunk monk. That rhymes.
That's true.
Anyway. Back to the Moon Arcana because I like them. Naozumi something, the foodie. I don't remember anything about this guy. I remember seeing him in the playthrough I watched because I'm not playing Persona 3. Ibihara and Yuki Mishima. I have very mixed opinions of both I and Yuki. I don't remember Naozumi, so it's like I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, no matter what happens, the protagonist ends up not getting together with I the first time she asks. and then she tries to kill herself over it.
Noob.
I
That
don't
doesn't mean
remember
that happens.
that. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. The protagonist is like, I actually can't date you, and then she's like, oh, I guess I'm unlovable then, and then she goes to the roof, tries to kill herself.
What? I don't. What?
Persona, best game of the year.
I
Yes,
don't.
wait.
No, I don't. What the fuck? Or
When's
sorry.
Persona 6 coming out?
Oh, you're gonna be
Okay.
waiting a while for that one.
Listen, Terrence, if you want something, play Shin Megami Tensei 5. It's nothing
I'm gonna
like
be
it, but
honest.
it's still branded like it
No.
is.
I already didn't like I, but just in general. But like, I do not remember ever seeing that in part of her social link, so that makes me.
It is a thing that happened. I'll send the video in the norm.
Okay, well, I dislike her even more now, so I didn't know that was possible.
Oh, that's not what should have happened. That I tried to copy the link.
So I have
That's a white
just
box.
this is kind of off topic, but it has to do with Persona still. So, because obviously I got into the anime to try to get to know the franchise more, so I could talk about it with you guys because you guys like talking about it and whatnot. And I was really turned off by some of the themes, like some of the things I just couldn't like. They messed with me. I couldn't like enjoy the show. Obviously I only watched the Persona 5 anime, but like
Do tell.
seeing everything that happened at the start with like the gym coach that was just the gym coach, and then Anna's best
Honestly-
friend jumping, and like that shit hit different. And I just want to know, how is that like for you two specifically, since you actually enjoyed this franchise? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a big fan because like I've only seen the anime. I'm not going to say I'm a fan. I'm not going to say I dislike it because honestly I just haven't experienced enough to claim any of that. But I just want to hear, how does that like appeal to you? How does those parts of the franchise? Because I know there's a lot of things without the entire franchise that are like those darker tones. Like how does that appeal to you specifically? This goes to both of you.
In terms of psychological stuff, I'm actually a fan of psychological horror, but that is literally just sexual abuse and rape. That's exactly what it is, and the point of psychological abuse to the point where somebody wants to kill themselves so they don't have to deal with that. I think it was a bad way to open it. Like if they started like with maybe like Makoto's palace, that would have been a bit better. Like slowly ease them in instead of like, okay, so this student is raping, this teacher is raping students, you got to go take them out.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Persona 5, like, I feel like, I'm not saying, like, Madarame and, like following Kamoshida was, like, a saint, because he wasn't, but I feel like Kamoshida was much worse.
I feel like after that opening and like how bad he was, it kind of numbed me for all the other antagonists going forward, because the entire time I was just like, at least it's not that dude. Like the entire time I was never agreeing or
Yeah.
sympathizing, but the entire time I was just like, I can at least like go through this and not really feel like so much like, oh my god, because of that shit
I
that
cringed.
opened the game.
Like, and I get that's the point, is that you're supposed to, like, feel uncomfortable, and so you want to, like, stop him, but...
For as much as I don't think Kamoshida was a good way to open it, it did set a good tone for what the whole game was. It's like, okay, there was an injustice. These people have to stand up and face what's going on inside themselves before that they're able to take on this problem. They face that inside them, and then they're able to start. Do I think it was a bit much? Hell yeah. But like the whole overlying thing is like people want to subconsciously be enslaved so they don't have to think and they just have to do everything on autopilot. That's dark, but Kamoshida wasn't yeah. I don't think it was a good way to start it, but it was like the oomph players were like, okay, this guy is really shitty. Let's go,
So okay, so you're into like the psychological horror stuff. I get that, but Chase, how does that part of the franchise appeal to you?
I mean, it's more so, like, the characters and how they deal with it. honestly. Persona is like really big on characters, and people have their opinions on characters throughout the series, and I do too. But overall, even in the lows, I feel like just the interactions through the situations they're put through, like it just makes you feel a certain way. Whether it be like good, bad, like emotional, I like it. I just like going through it. So yeah.
Yeah. This and the Persona this franchise doesn't have a lot of good like deep plots. But one thing, and the reason why I like Persona 4 best out of all of them is the character dynamics and character relationships that are built throughout the dialogue between characters. Whenever I start a story, if the characters are shit, the whole franchise is shit. And that's why I liked Persona. The characters were fun, they were relatable. It was fun to see them all interact the way that teenagers interact. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I mean.
Oh my god, so are you trying to say that the next Persona game, they're just going to be slurring at each other? Because that's what modern teenagers do.
That's just us.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
I hope that game opens up with just like the first bad character is just like, homophobic character, we got to take him down. Just the whole game is just completely progressive, completely opposite of the rest of the franchise.
They should make the main protagonist gay and homophobic. I think that'd be really funny.
I think they should go back to what they did in the older games and have it be you can select your character's gender, and then it's just like,
it happened, and I'm kind of pissed off that they didn't do it for other games.
Better.
It wouldn't have been that difficult. Just voice over a couple of lines whenever the protagonist's gender is mentioned, switch it. Do I just kind of wish that we had more romance options for the guys? Yes! I'm not ashamed to admit that. I want more content for the guys. I love Ryuji. I would love to see how he reacted if the protagonist was female.
That would be kind of interesting, actually. But wait, better proposition. I feel, and be protagonist. I mean, the way the story is like.
That is always the end goal. I completely agree with you, but it's Atlas. Baby steps.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Having a non-binary protagonist was always the plan. We just need to manipulate them to be able to do it. Anyway, let's go back to the arcanas that we were working on.
Bro, how many you got left? Because there ain't that much time.
3.
All right.
Yeah.
So for the moon one, I don't like any of them, but I'm picking Mishima.
I should kind of like Mishima. Okay, maybe not. No. Yeah, no. He was okay. Sorry.
Then we're going to the Sun Arcana. Tatsuya, Akanari. Wait, no, that's Persona. A different thing. Akanari, Yumi, or Yoshida. I hate them all, so I'm not picking.
Damn. Shit. All right then.
Okay, you know what? I'll pick the Persona 3 guy. The rest are really bad. I hate Yumi. I've said that I hate Yumi.
I don't know. I just like Kamaki. I mean, okay, I know part of the character is that part of like his whole arc is that he has like a terminal illness.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
He did not recover.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I really like him.
Cancel him.
Cancel him.
I don't know. I like Kamaki, so I don't know. I gotta go with him.
Yeah, he's not bad. Next one would be Judgment.
Mm.
The Nyx Annihilation team, Seekers of Truth, or Sainijima. It is very obvious which one I am picking. But
I got Sai.
No, Seekers of Truth.
Oh shit.
in case you didn't know, because this is just a thing about me.
I thought you were just picking like characters. I didn't know you were picking like the end team like Arcana.
That's judgment. But
Oh yeah, that's true.
the reason why I name everything Find Truth is it was originally supposed to be Seekers of Truth, but I didn't have enough characters, so I picked Find Truth. But that also didn't work, so I put Find instead of Find.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll go with Seekers of Truth too. But if I'm just talking characters, then I'm gonna go Sai.
She is the only one that's actually just one person out there.
Yeah, I know, but like still, I don't know. I just want to like pick like one character tied to it, not like.
Okay. And apparently, I just realized that Sophia is a part of the Hope Arcana, which is a little strange. So the Arcanas. We did it. We made it through.
That took like half the podcast, but
No, that was more than half.
Really?
That was like 55 minutes worth.
Oh shit. Oh.
But
No,
it was a good
If
way
you do
to
the
get
math,
us
it's
talking
about
about different
75% of the
characters.
podcast
wait,
is y'all
wait.
talking about Arcanas.
Wait. Favorite fool. Did we do fool already?
No.
We didn't. So we're talking about favorite protagonist.
Essentially, yeah. And I guess, although I assume I know your answer is going to be regarding her. So, favorite
Not
protagonist,
actually.
essentially.
I'm actually good to go with Joker.
Looking cool, Joker.
This is mostly going to be carried by the Persona 3 movie, but I'm going to go with the Persona 3 protagonist. Just because, like, just from him going to this, like, just kind of, like, I guess, like, emo kid who just kind of did not care. Like, if he literally just died, like, he didn't care at all to, like, a person who was, like, the first time, like, he, like, laughed, like, or, like, or even smiled during the movie, like, I don't know, like, I felt emotional. I'm like, oh my god, like, wow, he's happy. He's not just, like, constantly just, like, apathetic towards, like, everything around him.
Good for him.
I don't know, like, I really like what they did with him in the movie, even though that's technically not really, like, game, but I'm gonna go with him.
I can
Yeah.
actually put my
Yeah.
input on this one because I have more reason than to say it's because I only watched the Persona 5 anime to say Joker's my favorite.
Explain.
He was also in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
We know. We're aware.
I actually.
And here are the groans
like
of all the
Joker because
Persona
he has
fans in the comments.
Looking cool, Joker.
But I feel like in terms of the protagonist, just from the game, Joker is the one that has like the most built personality, which isn't exactly a bad thing. But I do like when the characters are blank slates.
It depends.
But I'm not saying that as a bad thing because I really do like the way that Joker was built throughout the entire thing.
Like, I don't know, he felt like a blank slate with style. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I saw it.
How much time do we have left?
Oh, we've already superseded the hour mark. I
Like,
just
we're
have extra.
you're in the negative. We're in the
My
negative
response,
right now.
Terrence, is I didn't say anything because, for one, I feel rude for stopping them mid conversation. Two, we need extra footage for the time I have to cut out. I have
Wait,
to
should
cut
we
out like
should
5
we wrap-
minutes. So
Should we wrap this up? Or
Talk about the dancing games.
Terrence, we have already superseded time. We have gone well.
Wait.
over.
Last thing. Favorite Persona game.
4.
4, yeah.
I've
Terrence,
only
what's your
played
favorite?
5.
Yeah, Terrence, what's your favorite?
My favorite is Persona 5 because that's the one.
I thought your favorite
one I
would be
played,
Strikers, the one you got day one with the pre-order bonuses.
That one's mine.
So-
That's my favorite.
I don't even know if this is gonna stay in, but this Ink Nova bitch, he pre-ordered the game for like for all of it plus all of the bonus features, and at most he spent an hour playing it, and it's been on his shelf ever since, and
And
it
I'll
has
do it
made me
again.
irrationally angry.
I'll do it again. Don't test me.
Hey,
Awful.
I will just go to your house and steal your shit.
Anyway, thank you for hosting, RedJay. You did a great job, by the way.
Yeah.
Also,
Glad, thank you.
also Terrence as co-host, I think we can both agree this was actually a pretty solid podcast.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Next month, it's November, and as you all know, November is anniversary month for the Bluecast, so we'll be doing our second anniversary
That's also a
podcast.
terrible month.
Oh man, hardest month for me, if you get what I'm saying.
Bruh.
But
For a moment.
that's about it. There's obviously, you all already know, next month we're gonna just have some fun a bit, and then we'll move on to our regular scheduled podcast. But again, thank you, Double Dog. Thank you, RedJay, for talking
Thank
about
you.
a franchise I know nothing about because I can't carry a
Anytime.
conversation on Persona. I could talk about Joker and
Don't
Smash,
worry.
but that's it.
At some point, I will make sure that you are able to hold a conversation about Persona.
Oh god. That sounded like a threat.
That was a threat. That, by all things
It
considered,
was
that
a threat.
And if you guys watching this want to see another one, let me know in the comments because I might let RedJay host a second Persona one. And if Chase, if you want to host a Persona one, by all means, you can. If we do a second one. It's the key word. If. And if there's any other podcast you want to see RedJay, Double Dog, or hell, the co-host become host for a day, by all means, let me know in the comments down below. And with that all being said, thank you all so much for getting this far in the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I wish you all a lovely day. See y'all next time.
Bye.